What did humans play before football, basketball, tennis, or even the modern idea of sport existed? Long before modern stadiums, humans were already running, wrestling, throwing, racing, competing, and playing games. The challenge is that prehistoric games rarely leave behind enough evidence for archaeologists to know exactly how they were played. In ancient Egypt, people were playing board games such as Senet thousands of years ago. The Senet board contained 30 squares arranged in 3 rows, with pieces moved according to the results of casting sticks. Over time, Senet became connected with the Egyptian concept of a journey through the afterlife. But while Egyptians played strategic board games, another ancient civilization was developing something far more physical. Across Mesoamerica, people built specialized courts for playing one of the world's oldest known ballgame traditions. Their balls were made from natural rubber and could be surprisingly heavy compared with modern balls. Players used their hips and bodies to keep the heavy rubber ball in play rather than simply kicking it like a modern soccer ball. The ancient Mesoamerican ball game shows that the human fascination with turning a ball into a challenge is remarkably old. In ancient Greece, physical competition became an important part of festivals and public life. Greek runners tested their speed and endurance in competitions that required almost nothing except the human body and the track. Wrestling demanded strength, balance, timing, and technique as athletes attempted to overpower their opponents. For successful Greek athletes, victory could bring enormous prestige and recognition within their communities. The Romans expanded the idea of public spectacle with enormous arenas where racing and other competitions attracted massive crowds. Away from the grand arenas, Romans also enjoyed simpler recreational games involving balls. Yet for many ancient games, we have artifacts and artwork, but no surviving rulebook to tell us exactly how they were played. Running, wrestling, throwing, strategy, and ball games reveal just how many different ways ancient people turned play into competition. Again and again, humans transformed ordinary abilities such as speed, strength, coordination, and strategy into structured challenges. Games were often woven into community life, bringing together children, adults, competitors, spectators, and entire societies. Across thousands of years, these ancient traditions gradually evolved into the enormous variety of sports we recognize today. Modern football, basketball, tennis, and Olympic events may look completely different, but they continue the ancient tradition of organized competition. Beneath the modern equipment and technology, today's athletes still share something fundamental with their ancient predecessors. The same basic question appears across civilizations. Why do humans everywhere seem drawn to games and competition? Perhaps the answer begins with something as simple as children naturally running, chasing, testing themselves, and playing together. Over time, those natural behaviors could become races, wrestling matches, throwing contests, team games, or tests of strategy. Across thousands of years, different cultures transformed these basic human behaviors into their own unique traditions of play. The equipment and rules changed, civilizations disappeared, and languages vanished, but the tradition of play survived. The human desire to test ourselves against a challenge continued from ancient fields to modern stadiums. A child chasing a ball today may be separated from an ancient player by thousands of years, but the excitement of play can still feel remarkably familiar. Modern sports may not prove how different we have become, but they may reveal how much of the ancient human spirit has remained the same.